Hi, everybody. Good Wednesday evening to you, and welcome to Vype, FortBend.com's new season of softball and baseball. It is the month of March. I'm Roger Smith, and we are very anxious to get things going here in the great outdoors, and we start our season here at Kempner High School for a softball game between the hometown Cougars and the fulshear Chargers. I'm Roger Smith. Glad you're with us, and we're about to bring you the Batter Up Show as we get you ready for Kempner versus fulshear on the softball diamond. We're under cloudy skies, but we're just crossing our fingers that there won't be any, precipitation. We know it won't get cold like it did, 3 weeks ago, but we might be dodging a few raindrops. But, we can handle it. We've done this kind of thing before. This Vype, FortBend.com presentation of Fort Bend County softball is brought to you tonight by Xfinity. With the X1 Sports app, get up-to-the-minute scores, stats, and standings right on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. And by First Tire and Automotive. Make sure your vehicles are in shape for the winter, although it is March and most people think we're in the spring. But First Tire and Automotive has locations in First Colony, Greatwood, Katy Cinco Ranch, and on Eldridge Road in Sugar Land, and all four of them are open on Saturdays. For the best prices on tires, go to firsttireandauto.com. And we also know that in this ball game tonight there will be many sweet assists, and we want to thank the team at Office Depot in Sugar Land for their assist. Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace, helping our team at VypeFortBend.com take care of business every day as we bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. Now we're going to bring you the first Batter Up Show of the season, and we will visit with the head coach of the fulshear Chargers. That is Micah Kowalski, the only head coach of varsity softball that Fulshear High School has ever had. We'll be right back.
To the tricycle. From the Three Musketeers to the tricycle. You've experienced the power of three, but never like this. Because now with Xfinity Internet, you can also save on wireless and streaming. Get internet that's packed with power and up to $300 in savings with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, stream your favorites with the Flex 4K box and Peacock Premium, included at no extra cost. It's 3 ways to get more and save more, starting with Xfinity Internet. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement and add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Plus, save hundreds a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 3/31/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Peacock membership required.
It's a March Madness of savings at First Tire and Automotive. Before you get rolling for spring break, to practices or the games, have your brakes, oils, and tires checked. It's the triple play of savings. Get $50 off on the brake pad replacement, up to $20 off on Castrol synthetic oil change, and $50 off 4 tires. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Welcome to the very first Batter Up Show of the 2021 season. We're lifting the lid on the baseball and softball season with this softball game at Kempner between the fulshear Chargers and the home team, the Cougars, and it's time to talk to Micah Kowalski, head coach of the fulshear Chargers. And everybody has a story, especially the way things have gone in this, I guess it's the second season of COVID-19. How would you say things have gone for your team this year in softball?
So far this year, we've already faced a little bit of adversity coming into the snowstorm, and then we had some extenuating circumstances, so we missed a second tournament as well. We're quite a few games behind a lot of other teams that we're playing, so we're still working out the kinks and getting things kind of finalized where we would have done that in some of those preseason games and some of those preseason scrimmages. We missed out on 2 of those, so we're still trying to figure it out. We're working, trying to get 1% better every day. So that's where we are.
Well, let's see. How would you characterize your team? Are they experienced or are they a fairly young team?
We've got a little bit of both. We've got some experienced kids coming in, but losing out on that, a lot of those games last year, you don't really have a whole lot of that experience where they would have gotten it in those situations. So it's a blended team. We've got kids of all ages, all classifications, and they're just ready to work.
So who are the players that you really count on to be productive? If they are on, you're probably going to win, and if they don't produce, then it may be a tough day.
One that we really look to is Liz Baylor. She is our commit going to Mercer University.
In Georgia?
In Georgia, yes. We look to her quite a bit. She's our lead off, and so she's our kid. I said, if you got the mojo, use it, and when she's on, she's up. She's got everybody going, and so we really look to her. We also look to Badeau, our pitcher, our starting pitcher. She's going to Maryland University, and so if those 2 are on, we're pretty money.
All right. Well, it's very exciting for me to get back out here in the outdoors. I'm kind of hoping that, COVID-19 kind of played havoc with the basketball season, but now that we're outdoors, hopefully, odds are that we'll be able to avoid as many problems.
Yes, we're hopeful. I told them play every game like it's your last, because we were in the situation where it was our last year, and so I told them if you've got it, leave it on the field.
And this is your first VypeFortBend.com broadcast interview and your team's first game on VypeFortBend.com, although we have done plenty of volleyball and basketball already.
Yes, sir. We're excited. We're just ready to go.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's hope there's no rain, and let's hope that I can get your counterpart to talk to me over on the Kempner side. I know she's very busy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was Micah Kowalski, head coach of the Fulshear Charger girls, and her team is taking on Kempner. Fulshear is 3-5 on the season. Didn't get to play nearly as many games as they hoped they would have played by now, but that's okay. They are 1-1 in district with that win coming over Hightower, and both teams really needing a win in District 24-5A. We'll be right back, and let me see if I can find Aaron Pledger, head coach of the Kempner Cougars.
GetAGreatGig.com presents Gary Horn of HornSolutions.net on the most important factors in starting a business.
Number 1, where will you get the necessary capital? 2, you will probably not make money for some period of time. Prepare a conservative model of expected cost and revenues. 3, are you willing to work long hours for no pay and make sure all employees are paid?
For more free career and job search advice, log on to GetAGreatGig.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn, CEO of Horn Solutions. Our team of experienced accounting, finance, and IT professionals have delivered solutions to Houston businesses for over 3 decades. Our project group provides services ranging from assisting with mergers, acquisitions, and integrations to interim staffing. Our executive search group provides full-time placements for accounting, finance, and IT positions. Let Horn Solutions help you meet the challenges your company faces. Visit hornsolutions.net.
From the Three Musketeers to the tricycle, you've experienced the power of 3, but never like this. Because now with Xfinity Internet, you can also save on wireless and streaming. Get internet that's packed with power and up to $300 in savings with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, stream your favorites with a Flex 4K box and Peacock Premium, included at no extra cost. It's 3 ways to get more and save more, starting with Xfinity Internet. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement and add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Plus, save hundreds a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 3/31/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Peacock membership required.
They're introducing the players on the Kempner team, and they've already introduced the players starting for Fulshear, and we will be back shortly and bring you the starting lineups here on VypeFortBend.com, just a few minutes away from getting started.
I have a question.
Are you ready? Ready for anything? Ready for what life throws at you? At your kids?
Are they ready to study? To research? To write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet?
And what about you?
Yeah, you.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready to take opportunity.
To make opportunity?
To be on top of things.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. When you're connected, you're ready for anything.
It's a simple question.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready for anything.
Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes extra. Restrictions apply.
All right, it's time for Kempner to take the field, and we'll give you the starting lineup for the Fulshear Chargers. Leading off and playing center field, Liz Baylor. Batting second in right field, it's Caitlin Smith. There are going to be a lot of girls on this Fulshear starting lineup with the last name Smith. None of them are related to me, as far as I know. Batting third for Fulshear, the first baseman, Cameron Dickey. The pitcher, Nicole Badeau, bats cleanup. Batting fifth, it's Erin Smith. At third base, Kendall Leopold is the shortstop, and she is batting sixth. Batting seventh, it's Megan Smith in left field. The catcher is Sydney Fela. She's batting eighth. And batting ninth, it's Arissa Zajac at second base for the Fulshear Chargers. And for Kempner on defense, Gabby Gonzalez, the right-hander, is on the mound. Corey Vasquez doing the catching. Sammy Sheelander at first base. Now, I'm going to have to look out there at second base, and I believe that is Pham, who is going to be playing second base because they have a designated player and also a flex player. And indeed, it's Pauline Pham playing second base for Kempner. Heaven Ferguson is at shortstop. Alyssa Medrano at third base. In left field, it's Sam Decker. Lauren Hatch is in center field, and Erin Casselang is in right field. Thank you for getting that for me. I appreciate that. I was sitting on something so it wouldn't blow away in the wind, and someone was nice enough to pick it up because it came out of my chair when I came out of my chair. And hopefully we'll see some action tonight that will make you kind of come out of your chair, if I describe it right. So here at Kempner, we've got cloudy skies overhead. The lights are on. And again, the forecast is for no rain. And I want to say a hello out there to all the members, the surviving members of the band Blind Melon, as I hope for no rain. And stepping in is Liz Baylor. She is a recruit who is going to be going to Mercer University in Georgia, and Gabby Gonzalez ready to bring the first pitch. Here it comes. And swung on, and it's a deep drive to center field, but right there is Lauren Hatch. By the way, Lauren Hatch, we had a good time with her during some basketball games talking about the Hatch Green Chili Bacon Burger at Whataburger, which was on special when she was playing. But they said for a limited time, and they weren't kidding, because now they don't have the Hatch Green Chili Bacon Burger anymore at Whataburger, but they do have the spicy chicken sandwich. Caitlin Smith stands in, shows bunt, but watches a pitch outside for ball one. Hopefully you're hearing some of the fun talk that goes on the field in a softball game, and that next pitch by Gonzalez. is way high, and it squirts through the mitt of her catcher, Corey Vasquez. Out beyond center field here at Kempner, the gray fence with the white stripe on the top. They have the grassy knoll where kids run up and down and sweat and get faster. There is a pitch ripped foul down the left field line by Caitlin Smith, and the count is 2-1. By the way, there are a lot of reasons to come to a baseball or softball game at Kempner. And one of the great features I'll tell you about shortly as they bring the foul ball back in. 2-1, and Gabby Gonzalez with the white jersey, gray across the front, gunmetal gray pants, delivers the 2-1 pitch high, and it's 3-1. When you're at Kempner, they have some of the greatest restrooms of any baseball, softball field, and they're close. That's good, very important. The 3-1 pitch, that's a high, lazy fly ball, center field, and Hatch makes another play. 2 down. As Cameron Dickey comes up. By the way, I'm so used to doing basketball games, and you know, you don't really have to keep score. Your mouth just has to keep up with the action in basketball, but I forgot to write down how Liz Baylor and Caitlin Smith made the first 2 outs of this game. Now Dickey ready, the first base player. Watch the first pitch high and away. So at Kempner, the restrooms are close, and they are new, exquisite porcelain, high ceilings, and a flush like a jet engine. Change up from Gonzalez in there for a strike. It's 1-1. There's another thing I like about the restrooms, and that is they have a nice flow coming out of the sink. They don't have that needle water. There's a line drive right up the middle into center field for a base hit. And after the first 2 Chargers were retired, Cameron Dickey gets a base hit to center field. So now it's Nicole Badeau. Spells her last name B-O-D-E-U-X. I'm sorry, I messed that up. B-O-D-E-U-X. No relation to Marie LeBeau. First pitch to her, outside ball 1. Marie LeBeau was, I don't know if you'd call it rock or country or crossover, but it was popular, I think maybe early 80s. Gonzalez's next pitch is also high and a quick throw down to first base. But back in is Cameron Dickey. Fulshear wearing the purple tops, lined in white, and the white pants with the old school stirrup socks. Purple, little white stripe, big broad black stripe, little white stripe, and then a little more purple. And that pitch is low. I don't know if that would be a wild pitch or a passed ball, but it's going to allow Dickey to get down to second. I'm going to put it in as a wild pitch. So an opportunity here for Badeau. And the count 3-0 now. Open stance for Nicole. Here's the pitch. Taking all the way, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. Kempner wearing the gunmetal gray pants. There's a rip into left field, and it gets underneath the left fielder, Sam Decker, and it's going to roll almost to the wall. In comes Dickey with run number 1, and it's a double for Nicole Badeau. So often that third out is so hard to get. So now it's Erin Smith who's playing third base. And we're going to have a designated runner out there at second base. Badeau comes off. And it's Emma Hageman. Stepping in from third base is the head coach Micah Kowalski with a few extra instructions for Erin Smith. Swings at the first pitch, a little looper behind first base, and a great play by Sammy Sheelander. And that retires the side. So after 1/2 inning of play, Fulshear, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, One runner left on base, and we'll be back. With Kempner coming to bat, it's 1-0, Fulshear on top.
From the Three Musketeers to the tricycle, you've experienced the power of three, but never like this. Because now with Xfinity Internet, you can also save on wireless and streaming. Get internet that's packed with power and up to $300 in savings with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, stream your favorites with the Flex 4K box and Peacock Premium, included at no extra cost. It's 3 ways to get more and save more, starting with Xfinity Internet. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement and add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Plus, save hundreds a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 3/31/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Peacock membership required.
Dang it, I just realized that I was talking to myself for a minute and a half because I didn't unmute myself. Okay, ground ball to third base. Melissa Medrano is out as Aaron Smith makes the play. All right, so now I got to say all that stuff that I thought I was saying to you before. So it is Nicole Badeau pitching for the Fulshear Chargers, and the lineup she's facing for Kempner, Alyssa Medrano, who just grounded out to third, is playing third for the Cougars. Heaven Ferguson batting second and playing short. Lauren Hatch batting third, playing center. Cleanup hitter is Sammy Sheelander at first base. I'll pause here. Here's the first pitch to Heaven Ferguson. Strike on the outside corner. Batting fifth for Kempner, it's Gabby Gonzalez. The left fielder, Sam Decker. Then Corey Vasquez, the catcher. Erin Castlelang is in right field batting eighth. Kirsten Williams, the designated player, bats ninth. Next pitch is a little below the knees, and the count even 1-1 on Heaven Ferguson. Heaven's a basketball player. And Badeau rocks and fires just inside for a ball to make it 2-1. 1-0, Fulshear on top. They got 2 hits in the top of the first. Here comes Badeau's pitch, and it's a strike on the outside corner. Count even at 2. Despite that brutal winter weather, the grass looks nice and green here at Kempner. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss at the high heat, and down she goes. 2 away, and the base is empty for Lauren Hatch.
Next, number 7.
Hatch hits lefty. Where's the lucky number 7? And where's the white shoes? Always liked wearing the white shoes. Joe Namath, I guess, made them famous at the beginning. Here's the first pitch to Hatch, and she takes one. And it's outside for a ball. Sydney Fela, the catcher, tried to frame it a little bit. And I feel a few raindrops coming. Here's the next pitch, the 1-0, and it's a check swing. And I don't think that contacted the bat, so that's ball 2. Come on, open up, Umbrella. The wind's blowing pretty hard already. The 2-0 pitch. Hatch takes, strike on the inside corner. There are no signs on the outfield fence here at Kempner to tell us the dimensions of the field, but you get the feeling it's very small. It could be an optical illusion. It may be about the normal size for a softball field. The 2-1, and it's low for a ball. 3-1 on Lauren Hatch, who has good speed. Sammy Sheelander waits to bat next. Badeau rocks and brings the 3-1. And it's a called strike. Hatch took a step toward first base, but the umpire didn't agree. That was in the strike zone. Here's the pitch, and that's low for ball 4. 2-out walk, and Hatch is aboard.
Up next, 17, Sammy Sheelander.
Now Sammy Sheelander. Got that red hair, kind of like Opie Taylor, although we had to take their word for it. You know, the old Andy Griffith show was in black and white, so I guess we learned maybe in those later RFD episodes. Sheelander takes a strike, and Hatch bluffed a move to first base but did not go. Welcome to VypeFortBend.com coverage of the baseball and softball season. We'll have at least 2 games a week for the next 8 weeks. Sheelander ready. Here's the pitch. She rips, and that is fouled out of play to the right. And Sammy reaches down and gets a couple of hands full of dirt, and she does not wear gloves as she bats. 0-2 after that foul ball. Hatch ready to run off of first base. Here comes the 0-2, and it's a tapper foul. And it goes over there where Coach Kowalski is sitting on a bucket on the Fulshear side. Fulshear in the third base dugout. There is no boys baseball game going on right now. I guess that was redundant. There's no baseball game going on, which means we don't have to watch out for foul balls. But whenever there are 2 games going at once here at Kempner, there's always that chance that there could be, incoming. Here's the 0-2, and that's a fly ball to right field. It's going to hang up, though, for Liz Baylor. And actually, it ends up, Liz Baylor called off Caitlin Smith, and that will do it. Kempner gets a walk, but they leave one runner stranded, and we'll go to the second inning. 1-0, Fulshear on top of Kempner.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you? At your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
All right, Kendall Leopold, Megan Smith, and Sydney Fela to bat for Fulshear in the top half of inning number 2 against Gabby Gonzalez of Kempner. Yes, our producer, Suna, just sent me a text that said lost audio, and That was in the last inning. I did notice my mistake, and I unmuted myself. So, Suna, thanks for looking out for us. And here's the first pitch to Leopold. Ball one. Gabby Gonzalez with the long ponytail. Here's her pitch. Change up high for a ball, 2-0. Really made some nice improvements here at Kempner. A lot of Fort Bend ISD campuses have the field turf on their, if you want to call it the soccer field, the football practice field. There's a pitch high. It's 3-0 now on Leopold. Will she get the green light? She's taken all the way, and it's in the dirt. Ball four, a 4-pitch walk to start the top of the second. And now Megan Smith.
Up to bat, number 2.
I guess they didn't give the PA announcer a lineup. Number 2 is Megan Smith. She bats righty. Fulshear with the white batting helmets with that FC logo. And there is a bunt, and it spins foul as a charging Alyssa Medrano comes in to get it. Nothing in one as Megan Smith will return to the batter's box. So you got that CF logo for Fulshear. And you might be thinking the C should come after the F because it's Fulshear Chargers. Well, there's a story behind it. Soft liner to Pham. It bounces under her glove, but she throws to first in time for the out. And that moves the runner over. So Smith didn't put down a bunt, but she did hit into a fielder's choice that advances Leopold to second base. All right, so I'm just taking a look at the laptop here, and yes, I believe we still have audio. Isn't that wonderful? Now it's Sydney Fela, the catcher. She swings at the first pitch, goes the other way to the right center field gap. Coming around third and scoring is Leopold, and it'll be 2-0 Fulshear on the base hit by Sydney Fela. Two-0 lead here early for the Fulshear Chargers, who are trying to improve to 2-1 in District 24 5A. Their win prior to this game was against Hightower. And we're going to have a courtesy runner as Fela, the catcher, will come off, and Morgan Campbell is going to run for her.
Up to bat, number 6.
Arissa Zajac. You know, before the game, if I possibly can, hold on here a second. First pitch to Zajac, rolls in, and it hits her in the foot. Hit batter, and there are now runners at first and second. And that pushes Fela over to, actually not Fela, but Campbell running for Fela is over at second. All right, now back to the top of the order in Liz Baylor. That's a pitch high. One out, runners first and second. Fulshear with a 1 run in during this inning to bring their lead to 2-0. Baylor ready. Rips it. Ground ball on the left side over near the Fulshear dugout. We're going to have a baseball game for you at 5:50 tomorrow. And another softball game at 5:50 on Friday. Hard ground ball to Medrano at third. Steps on the bag, throws across, double play. 5-3 to end the inning. Some Kempner players are coming off the diamond, and they should be, and they are. Okay, that's it. That's what I thought. Okay, so beautiful double play by the Kempner Cougars, and they will come to bat in the bottom of the second, trailing Fulshear by a score of 2-0.
From the Three Musketeers to the tricycle, you've experienced the power of 3, but never like this. Because now with Xfinity Internet, you can also save on wireless and streaming. Get internet that's packed with power and up to $300 in savings with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, stream your favorites with the Flex 4K box and Peacock Premium, included at no extra cost. It's 3 ways to get more and save more, starting with Xfinity Internet. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement and add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Plus, save hundreds a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 3/31/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Peacock membership required.
VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County softball is brought to you tonight by Xfinity with the X1 Sports app. Get up-to-the-minute score, stats, and standings right on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. And by First Tire and Automotive. Make sure your vehicles are in shape for the spring. First Tire and Automotive with locations in First Colony, Greatwood, Katy Cinco Ranch, and on Eldridge Road in Sugar Land. That's the one that's closest to Kempner. All of those locations for First Tire and Auto are open on Saturdays, so for the best prices on tires and any kind of car maintenance and repair, go to firsttireandauto.com. Gabby Gonzalez, Sam Decker, and Corey Vasquez to bat for Kempner, trailing 2-0 bottom of the second. First pitch in there, called strike to Gabby Gonzalez. Kind of a brisk wind blowing straight in from center field. Badeau's next pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1-1-1. And catcher Sidney Fela turns around, has a question for the home plate umpire. Gonzalez ready. Here's the 1-1. Late swing and fouls it out of play, straight back behind the backstop. Fulshear 3-5 on the year coming into this one. Badeau steps back to the back part of the pitcher's circle. Now she steps up. The 1-2 to Gonzalez on the way, and it hits her in the foot. Bounced in, so that took a little bit something off of it, but still doesn't feel good. It's not like you're getting hit by a grapefruit. It's more like, well, I don't know what it's more like. It's not exactly like a rock, but it doesn't feel good. Sam Decker, the left fielder, will stand in. Right-handed hitter near the back of the batter's box. Ready for Badeau's pitch. Squares to bunt, puts it down. Picked up by Aaron Smith, throws to first in time. The sacrifice is good, and that moves the runner over to second. Gabby Gonzalez in scoring position.
Up to bat number 13, Corey Vasquez.
Score that 5-3 on the sacrifice bunt, one away. Catcher Corey Vasquez. Rubs some dirt on the bat handle. Slightly closed stance. The right foot way back at the back of the box. Here's the first pitch. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Might have been a little bit low. But as it is nearly anywhere else on the planet and at any other time, it doesn't matter what I think. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at the high heat. Vasquez was thinking about sending one to the gap, maybe the left center field gap. But the count now 0-2. Badeau brings it high and away for a ball, 1-2. You notice Kempner did not put in a courtesy runner for Gabby Gonzalez. She wants to run on her own. The 1-2 is a ground ball, and it's just wide of first. Oh, that would have been a double. 1-2, and Vasquez continuing to massage that bat handle. Badeau grinds the ball into her hip. Now Roxanne fires, swing and a miss. And down goes Corey Vasquez. Second strikeout for Badeau. 2 away and a runner at second for Erin Castellang.
Up to bat, number 14, Erin Castellang.
Well, during the basketball season, you could count on Erin Castellang to get just about any rebound that the Cougars really needed. Now they need a hit. She stands closer to the front of the box than Vasquez did. First pitch is down low for a ball. Arissa Zajac, the second baseman. I always feel a little weird about that. I would feel weird saying second base woman. That doesn't sound right either. Swing and a miss. The count now even 1-1. But anyway, Zajac, who's playing second base, pinching over behind the mound just in case there's an errant throw. She doesn't want an easy situation for Gonzalez to sneak over to third. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Castellang's bat is kind of the color of my mom's lime jello salad. Castellang asks for another second or two. Now she's ready for the 1-2. Swings and misses. Third strikeout ends the second inning. And Kempner comes away with nothing again, and they trail 2-0 as we go to the third here on VypeFortBend.com.
Fans, tonight's game is live on VypeFortBend.com. It's always free to listen live or later on the podcast at VypeFortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there is one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
By the way, check out these specials now available at First Tire and Automotive. Make sure your car's ready before you hit the road for your spring adventures. You want to take advantage of these specials.
Bat number 4.
For example, you get $50 off a brake pad replacement, $20 off a Castrol synthetic oil change, or $10 off a Castrol synthetic blend, and $50 off 4 tires. Can't beat that with a stick. Here's fulshear batting in the top of the third. And the first pitch is a ball. Hold on. You know, I need to train an octopus. Be very helpful assistant. Here's a ground ball off the bat of Caitlin Smith, and she is thrown out at first base on a beautiful play by the shortstop, Heaven Ferguson. Okay, so sorry about that. I was telling you about those specials at First Tire and Auto. Just go to the website, firsttireandauto.com, and they will let you know how much they can do to make your car run even better, and with great March specials. First pitch to Cameron Dickey, and that's taken for ball 1. Dickey had a base hit with 2 outs in the first inning, and the next pitch rolls up there. 2-0. 2-0. Well, and the score is 2-0. So Dickey's First inning single to center field was the first hit. And a little change up there, and she does make contact and fouls it back. 2-1 the count. Here's the next pitch. Another changeup, and it's a ground ball into center field for a base hit. 2 for 2 is Cameron Dickey.
Up to bat, number 17.
Now it's Nicole Badeau, who had a double to drive home the first Fulshear run in the first inning. Takes the low, slow practice swings, moves to the front of the box. Gonzalez delivers, and it is ripped foul on the ground down the left field line. We brought you the Fulshear girls playoff game against Manville in the second round. Manville was a little bit too tough, but a good season for the Fulshear girls. And there's a pitch that bounces in and gets past the catcher, Corey Vasquez, and that enables Dickey to go down to second base. And of course, the Fulshear girls made it all the way to the state championship match in Class 5A volleyball after winning Class 4A the year before. Here's a pop-up in foul ground, and a beautiful catch right in front of us. Corey Vasquez making the diving catch, and the throw down to third just to make sure that Dickey doesn't go over there. How about that? Nicole Badeau robbed on a foul pop-up. Out number 2, made by the player in position number 2. Anyway, congratulations to Sydney Gocher and the Fulshear girls volleyball team on a great season, where the only game they lost to a Class 5A team was to Lucas Lovejoy. Kind of hurts to say it. Hopefully they will meet again. I'm not sure what the delay is right here, but Aaron Smith steps out. Now she's in there. 2 outs, and Gonzalez brings the first pitch. Soft liner to second. Pham has it, and she made the third out with that catch, and she threw to second to get the 4th out. How about that? I wonder if they'll let the out carry over till the next inning. Probably not. We'll be back. This is VypeFortBend.com. 2-0 Fulshear after 2.5.
From the Three Musketeers to the tricycle, you've experienced the power of 3, but never like this. Because now with Xfinity Internet, you can also save on wireless and streaming. Get internet that's packed with power and up to $300 in savings with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, stream your favorites with a Flex 4K box and Peacock Premium, included at no extra cost. It's 3 ways to get more and save more, starting with Xfinity Internet. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement and add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Plus, save hundreds a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 3/31/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Peacock membership required.
Introducing the new limited time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger with the flair of spicy crispy chicken topped with fresh cool veggies and pickles. This flavor speaks for itself, so stop by your hometown Whataburger and try it today.
Up to bat, number 1, Kirsten Williams.
By the way, if you live anywhere near Kempner and Austin High School, there is a Whataburger right there by the Home Depot at the corner of Belford and Highway 6. Nicole Badeau pitching. I flipped over the page and I didn't even need to do that. I had already done that. Their first pitch is a strike, by the way. Dang it. And the second pitch is fouled back into the screen to make it strike 2 as Kirsten Williams is batting for the Cougars. Then it'll be the top of the order, Alyssa Medrano and Heaven Ferguson. Here's the 0-2, bunt attempt, and it goes foul. In softball, you can try to lay down a bunt with 2 strikes, and you're not out if it goes foul. By the way, Aaron Smith pinching in at third. There's another swinging bunt attempt, a little drag bunt, but it goes back to the backstop. Still 0-2. Fulshear with single runs in the first and second innings, and they came up empty in the top of the third. Now Kempner trying to get something going with the designated player Kirsten Williams. Another drag bunt, and she's done it 3 times, and now she is out. So I'm going to put KB in my scorebook for the strikeout by way of the foul bunt. I'm going to put KB to the third power. I'll know what it means. Now to Alyssa Medrano, who grounded out to third base her first time. Badeau, righty working to righty. And the first pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Badeau is going to go to the University of Maryland. Foul tip in and out of the mitt of Sydney Fela. And it's 1-1. By the way, I really like it when a school, be it a college or a high school, has a good creative nickname, and Terrapins is one of the best. I mean, there really are a lot of Eagles. We probably don't need any more of those, or Wildcats, Tigers. It's good to have creativity with the nickname. 1-1 the count on Alyssa Medrano. And Badeau rocks and brings it home. And it's a chopper over the mound. It's the shortstop Leopold who grabs it and cannot make the play. I think Medrano was going to beat that out anyway, so definitely a base hit.
Up to bat number 3, Heaven Ferguson.
That is the first hit of the game for the Cougars. Now Heaven Ferguson. You know, a base hit here. Ooh, you know what that would be worth. Here comes the rain, though. I'm going to have to move all my equipment underneath the umbrella. Fans starting to scatter here. That first pitch was fouled off. Second pitch is a bunt attempt, and it's fair. And the throw down to first. Sydney Fela, the catcher, well, throws out Heaven Ferguson, who didn't really run, but it's a good thing that Alyssa Medrano did. I almost call Alyssa Medrano Alyssa Milano. I would have been very, very, very apologetic for doing that. So we'll score that last play 2-3 for the second out. Lauren Hatch, left-handed hitting center fielder for Kempner, with a runner in scoring position. Started the little drag bunt, swinging bunt, but did not offer at it. And it's ball 1. I got an igloo cooler I need to close up here. And Hatch swinging as she moved out of the batter's box. Comes up empty. And it's 1-1. And there's a ground ball into center field for a base hit. Medrano coming around third. The throw is coming home, and she is out! Out at the plate. A beautiful tag by Sydney Fela, and that ends the inning. So Kempner gets 2 hits, but no runs, and they leave 1 runner on base, or do they? I guess if you got a base hit but the third out was somebody else thrown out on the base paths, I'm not sure if that's a runner left on base or not. But I do know that we're going to the fourth inning, and Fulshear leads it on VypeFortBend.com by a score of 2-0.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth, 2-0 Fulshear on top, and Kendall Leopold leads off for the Chargers. First pitch, she takes a changeup on the outside corner, strike one, from Gabby Gonzalez, who's gone all the way, pitching for Kempner. The right-hander delivers. That bounces in, and it's 1-1. Kempner, the third high school, or was it? I'm trying to remember if Clements was built before Kempner or the other way around, but I do know that Kempner opened in 1989. The 1-1 pitch, change up, just missed the inside part of the plate, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1, and that's low for ball 3. By the way, it may not be too much longer that players are wearing masks, but Gabby Gonzalez wears one, and it's always interesting when you're watching a baseball or softball game to read the emotions of the pitcher, but hard to do that if she's wearing the mask. Here's the 3-1, bounces in, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Leopold. In fact, that's the second walk that she has drawn. She goes down to first, and now Megan Smith, who hit into a fielder's choice her first time. Closed stance. Pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Both dugouts making their happy sounds. Smith in the front of the batter's box, watches another one bounce in. Nice stop there by the catcher Vasquez, and that keeps the runner Leopold from moving. But the count's 2-0, and we're going to have a mound visit right here as head coach Aaron Pledger comes out of the dugout to talk to Gabby Gonzalez. We'll take a quick break and be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
You are the master of the multitask, the champion of making it happen. Taking care of business is not for the faint of heart. Still, you take care of it. Taking care of business. But who takes care of you? Office Depot Office Max. We supply you, copy you, and tune you up. Members get 2% back in rewards on everything, and we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land. They've been helping us take care of business all year long as we've brought you Fort Bend County sports every week. In fact, we brought you 2, 3, 4 broadcasts a week. Here's the pitch, and it's high for a ball. And Leopold steals second. No throw down by the catcher Vasquez. Megan Smith with the pigeon-toed stance in the batter's box. Really likes to kick that dirt around. 3-0 and a little looper into center field, down for a hit. Coming up strong throwing is Lauren Hatch. And that means that Leopold will stop at third, but Fulshear has got something going here with nobody out in the top of the fourth. Already leading 2-0. And now it's Sydney Fela, who made a great tag on a play at home to keep the score at 2-0. Fela ready, swings, and there's a ground ball into center field. That'll bring home a run. It's 3-0 Fulshear. Hatch gets it back in, and 2 consecutive hits. Smith, then Fela, following up on that walk to Leopold. Still nobody out. And it is 3-0 Fulshear on top. Now Arissa Zajac.
Up to bat, number 6.
By the way, when I was first checking pronunciations, they said Sajak, and I was so excited that I could say no relation to Pat Sajak, but there's a Z at the beginning of her name. First pitch. It's a ball low, and it skips away from Vasquez, and the runners move up. She makes a throw down to third, and it gets into left field, but it is nicely backed up there by the left fielder, Sam Decker. It's still raining just a little bit. Very, very gentle drizzle. Gonzalez wiping her hand off. 2 runners in scoring position, and it's a bunt that hit the batter, and she's out. It bounced up and hit Zajac in the face, but not to worry. It didn't hit her hard. Let's see, how do you put that down in the scorebook? You put bunt, foul, BF face. I'll know what it means. That's out number 1. The runner's still at second and third. Smith at third and Fela at second. Actually, that's a courtesy runner, Campbell. And there's a high fly ball to left field. Sam Decker closing in, makes the catch, fires it home. The runner tags from third and scores. Megan Smith comes home with the 4th run for Fulshear. Sydney Fela, I made that mistake again. Morgan Campbell running for Sydney Fela, stays at second, and there are 2 away. That's a sac fly for Liz Baylor. First pitch to Caitlin Smith, swung on and missed. Gabby Gonzalez walking around a little bit, talking to herself. Well, I think she's talking to herself, but she's wearing the mask, so it's kind of hard to tell. Here's a line drive to left field, coming on, and a beautiful scooping catch by Sam Decker, and that ends the inning. But Fulshear does pick up a couple more runs, and they lead this game by a score of 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to VypeFortBend.com.
From the Three Musketeers to the tricycle, you've experienced the power of 3, but never like this. Because now with Xfinity Internet, you can also save on wireless and streaming. Get internet that's packed with power and up to $300 in savings with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, stream your favorites with the Flex 4K box and Peacock Premium, included at no extra cost. It's 3 ways to get more and save more, starting with Xfinity Internet. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement and add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Plus, save hundreds a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 3/31/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Peacock membership required.
The best flavor comes from the inside. Taste for yourself in the new limited-time, meticulously marinated spicy chicken sandwich only at Whataburger. They say that, but, there are other places you can get a chicken sandwich. But the Whataburger folks are really proud of theirs, so they want you to go by and try one. I'm thinking about getting one after tonight's ball game. Sammy Sheelander leads off in the fourth for Kempner, and that pitch high for a ball. Does Sammy have any homers this year? 5 homers. How about that? That's from her mom, so we know it's true. By the way, I understand that her paternal grandmother is listening tonight on VypeFortBend.com. 1-0 the count. Be great if she hit a home run right here. She hits a hard liner to left field, and it goes down for a hit right underneath the glove of Megan Smith, but she keeps it in front of her. And then there's a throwaway, and that enables Sheelander to get to second. So it's a single and an error. And the Kempner girls having fun in the dugout, maybe trying to get something going here, trailing 4-0, and now Gabby Gonzalez hit by a pitch to lead off the second. Nicole Bedeau grabbing a handful of dirt. Now she lets it fall back to the earth from whence that earth came, and here we go. Nobody out. Bottom of the fourth, Kempner trailing 4-0. Gonzalez ready, squares to bunt and fouls it straight back into the screen. Actually over the screen. Went all the way to those luxurious bathrooms here at Kempner. Travis may have some really nice bathrooms at their baseball and softball fields, but they're so far away, I can never go there during a broadcast. Here's the 0-1. There's a bunt toward third. Smith picks it up, fires to first, got the out, and a throw back over to third. The sacrifice works, and Sheelander is at third with one away. One out, and now Sam Decker, who laid down a sacrifice bunt in the second, just like Gabby Gonzalez just laid one down here in the fourth. And here's the first pitch. Sam looks at a strike on the outside corner. Bedeau massaging the ball a little bit. Here comes the pitch. High, ball one. Decker looking down at head coach Aaron Pledger in the third base box. By the way, we have a change in the usual first base box as the next pitch is high to make it 2-1. Well, Kempner has an assistant coach, Keith Johnson, who normally coaches first base. He's unable to do it tonight because he has to teach an in-person class. And Michael Pike, assistant principal, is over at first base. And there's a foul ball that almost took out my umbrella. 2-2 the count. So Michael Pike, who has been an assistant principal at Kempner for several years and was a coach during his career as an educator, certainly knows what he's doing down there. He would like to be able to wave more runners to second. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and missed. 2 away, and now it's Corey Vasquez. 4 strikeouts for Nicole Bedeau. And Vasquez was one of the earlier victims. Here's the first pitch to her. Swung on and missed. She was going deep with that one, but she came up empty, and it's 0-1. Bedeau brings it. Another swing and a miss at the high heat, and Vasquez in an 0-2 hole. Bedeau with a very intense look on her face, brings it. 3 pitches, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And Kempner doesn't get anything on the board, although they do threaten a little bit. We'll be back with the 5th inning. Fulshear on top of Kempner by a score of 4-0.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Make sure your car is ready before you hit the road for all your spring adventures. Take advantage of the March specials at First Tire and Auto. Visit the website FirstTireandAuto.com for details. Book an appointment at any of their conveniently located stores in Sugar Land and Katy Cinco Ranch. $50 off a brake pad replacement. $20 off a Castrol synthetic oil change, or $50 off 4 tires at FirstTireandAuto.com. Kempner back out there into the field to try and keep it right where it is at 4-0. Fulshear will send Cameron Dickey, Nicole Bedeau, and Aaron Smith to the plate. And there is a pitching change for Kempner. Let's see what number she has. 15 for Kempner. The new pitcher is Sophie Kutzik. Kutzik, a right-hander. And so Dickey, Bedeau, and Smith will get a look at a new pitcher. Kutzik spells her last name K-O-C-I-C-H, but it's Kutzik. I checked. And she's wearing the Steve Spurrier white visor. Cameron Dickey, who's having herself a game, 2 for 2. First pitch from Kutzik is a changeup that's high for a ball. And time called by the home plate umpire, and I think she wants to come out and say something to Kutzik, just make sure that everything is okay with the delivery. Okay, not sure what it is, maybe something about where she's landing or how soon she is bringing her foot off of that rubber slab. And now you've got Erin Pledger came out, and she listened to a very brief explanation and seems satisfied. So 1-0 the count, and the game will resume. Kutzik ready to bring it to Dickey. Here it comes. That one is also high for a ball. Kutzik getting serenaded as she brings the 2-0 pitch, and that is high for a ball, 3-0. She's moving around a little bit, just looks a little bit uncomfortable out there. She does have a compression sleeve on her right ankle. Here's the pitch. That is high, a 4-pitch walk to start off the top of the 5th. So Kempner has not been able to keep Cameron Dickey off base. Now it's Bedeau. She was robbed or victimized, I guess I should say, although in today's world I'm getting tired of that. Foul pop-up and a great play by the Kempner catcher Corey Vasquez, and a stolen base attempt on the first pitch. And down to second goes Cameron Dickey, slides in safely. So she's got 2 hits. She's got a walk. She's got a stolen base. Like I said, she's having herself a game. The pitch was a strike to Bedeau. By the way, Badeau in her first at-bat, before she was robbed on that little foul pop-up, she did have a double to drive home the first run. And here comes the rain again, if you don't mind me quoting Annie Lennox. And the second pitch is a ball, and it went way high like the pitches to Dickey went. So it's 1-1. Badeau checks her swing. That looked pretty good, and it was good. It was a strike. Kutzik looking in. Now brings the 1-2. Change up high, and it's 2-2. Dickey is taking a really big secondary lead out there at second base. Badeau digs in. Here's the pitch. And it's a pop-up and foul ground down the left side, and it's going to go out of play, finding its way through the raindrops to the area between the softball field and the baseball bullpen for the visiting team. Badeau awaiting the 2-2, and the home plate umpire is going to go out and talk to Kutzik again. And I think it's something about what she's doing with the ball. Maybe might be a finger-licking thing, or I'm not sure. But we're ready for another 2-2 pitch. Kutzik rocks and fires. There's a line drive foul just past the Fulshear dugout on the left side. You know, the boys sometimes make noise like that at a baseball game, but it's not so much a happy sound. It's kind of, it's lower the other team's self-esteem, and that's okay. It's part of the game. 2-2 pitch off the end of the bat. Roller back to the mound. Outmade it first as the throw was made over by Kutzik, and that advances Dickey to third base. One out in the inning. Score that 1-3. Now it's Erin Smith. She hit a pop-up in the first and was out on a soft liner to end the third inning. And Badeau is going to come off, and on comes another courtesy runner. This time it is Emma Hageman. Now that I think about it, I said this time it's Emma Hageman. Oh, wait a minute. You don't need a courtesy runner. Why was she running out there? She actually did leave the dugout to run for someone who was out at first base, but I should have caught that. Change up, just missed the outside corner. First pitch to Erin Smith. Wind continues to blow in from center field, and we are getting some rain. That pitch bounces in, and nobody's going to come home. Nice hustle on the part of Vasquez, and Kutzik was coming on in, and no need to take the risk. With a 4-run lead and only one out, Dickey is at third base, and very good chance that Fulshear can get her home some other way without taking the risk. 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, but this time it does get past Vasquez. And coming on home from third is Dickey. That makes it 5-0. And I'm not sure if that was a cross-up or something. That will be a passed ball. So with the bases clean and one out, Erin Smith has a 3-0 count. Stands pretty tall in the batter's box. One glove on her left hand and nothing on the right. And she takes ball 4. You know, anytime a professional baseball team is going really bad, especially on defense, you can say, what do the Arlington Rangers and Michael Jackson have in common? Well, they wear a glove on one hand for no apparent reason. Leopold ready. Takes a pitch high for ball one. Want to know the count? Kutzik brings it. Another pitch that's high and a throw down to first, but diving back in is Aaron Smith. Leopold ready for the 2-0. Yeah, it's in there for a strike. Kutzik is a finesse pitcher. Trying to keep that ball dry, and now it looks like the rain has stopped. There's a pitch that just missed the inside corner and a grimace on the face of Kutzik. She's just, you know, like that guy Wet Willie had a hit in the 70s called Keep On Smiling. She's got a pretty smile. She's going to keep smiling. And there's a line drive into left field for a base hit. Runners at first and second with one out here in the top of the fifth and one run already in.
Up to bat, number 2.
Smith goes to second. Leopold on first with a single, and now it's Megan Smith. Kutzik steps up, righty against righty. It's the first time Megan Smith has seen Kutzik, and the first pitch is a ball. I can see that Sophie's just bothered by trying to get a grip. She just feels like the ball is slipping around out there, so she reaches down and rubs her hand in the dirt. Here's the pitch, and it's inside for a ball, 2-0. So with runners at second, I should say first and second, still one out. Megan ready, swings, and that's a liner into left field, and it gets underneath Decker, and it's going to go all the way to the fence. 2 runs are going to score, and that'll make it 7-0. Fulshear on top on a single by Megan Smith. And then there was a 2-base error.
At bat, number 3.
Still only one out, and now it's Sydney Fela. Keeps those feet wide apart. Has one of those swings where she doesn't really take much of a step. Takes on the first pitch, and it's inside for a ball. Jeff Bagwell did that. Hardly took a step at all when he swung the bat. Fulshear has broken this one open, 7-0. And there's one lifted foul down the left field line. Fela is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. I will say the Fulshear girls have a very good repertoire of songs that they sing in the dugout. Swing and a foul ball straight back into the screen. Now they're going with something falsetto, but I'm pretty sure it's not Bee Gees or Frankie Valli. 1-2 the count on Fela. Watches one bounce in, and it's 2-2. Fela steps out for a moment. Zajac to bat next. And that one's inside for ball 3, and the count goes full. Nice stop there by Vasquez. Sliding to her left. Slight rain falling. Fela ready for the full count pitch. And that's lifted, foul down the left field line in foul territory. Catch made by Decker, and tagging is Megan to score the 8th run. Megan Smith comes home from third. Sharp idea right there. And she knew that it was going to be tough for Decker to get off a good throw. So there is a sacrifice fly by Fela. And that makes it 8-0. 2 outs, bases clear for Zajac. Starting to rain a little bit harder now. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Scoop nicely. It's not Medrano out there. They have a new player at third base. And that, by the way, is Sammy Sheelander. I should have known that. Anyway, that's the end of the inning. 8-0 after 4.5 innings of play. Kempner will come up in the bottom of the 5th when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
From the Three Musketeers to the tricycle, you've experienced the power of 3, but never like this. Because now with Xfinity Internet, you can also save on wireless and streaming. Get internet that's packed with power and up to $300 in savings with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, stream your favorites with a Flex 4K box and Peacock Premium, included at no extra cost. It's 3 ways to get more and save more, starting with Xfinity Internet. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement, and add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Plus, save hundreds a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 3/31/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Peacock membership required.
You are the We mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land for their big assists all year long. They help us take care of business every day as we bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. 8 hits on the night for Fulshear and 8 runs across the board for them. And Nicole Badeau still out there pitching for the Chargers in a rainstorm, and we will have a pinch hitter for Kempner. They have the white numbers in the thin maroon outline against the white jersey, so kind of hard to tell, but I think this is number 10. That can't be number 10. There isn't one. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball, and now I know who that is. It is Haven Berry. And what you're hearing is not applause. What you're hearing is harder rain. Haven Berry ready, takes a pitch low, and it's 1-2. So you've got a Haven and a Heaven on the Kempner roster. Heaven Ferguson and Haven Berry. And by the way, Heaven Ferguson's older sister is Star. How about that? And there's a pitch down low for a ball. That evens the count 2-2 to Haven Berry. And my scorebook is all wet. Not that that's not your problem. Not that that's your problem. Here's the 2-2. And hanging in there is Havenberry. Fouls one straight back. Nicole Badeau still bringing the heat. And now she wants to get a dry softball from the dugout, and as soon as she does, it ends up going over her head and rolling around in the ever-moistening infield dirt. Berry ready. Badeau brings it. That's low, and the count goes full. Ready for the payoff pitch to Havenberry. In the rain, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Badeau. She has been tough. Kempner so far unable to solve her, and now it'll be Kristen Williams. She will bat. She's the designated player. Swings lefty. Bats with her bare hands. That back elbow way high. Here comes Badeau's pitch. And what would have been a walking bunt had she offered at it, but she lets it go by, and it's ball one. Badeau taking her time on this slightly cool evening, but she wouldn't be breaking a sweat anyway. She'd had her way. That's a called strike. Let's see Kirsten Williams look down at Coach Pledger in the third base box. Nods her head. Knows what her coach wants. Here's the pitch. And another walking bunt, but she doesn't offer. And it's down low for ball two. 2-1. We'll have baseball for you tomorrow night. And then more softball on Friday as we get you going here on VypeFortBend.com. Low ball three. And you know, Kutzik was having some trouble gripping the ball for Kempner. And Badeau, whose control has been impeccable so far, starting to miss low, but there she gets that one right across the plate knees to make it 3-2. Second consecutive hitter on which she's gone to a full count here in the bottom of the fifth. The payoff pitch. Williams fouled bunt attempt back into the mitt of the catcher, Fela. Remember, in softball, you have to have multiple fouled attempts on a third strike bunt before you're out. Badeau rocks and brings it. That is low for ball four, and Kempner has a base runner.
Up to bat, number 9, Alyssa Medrano.
Three hits for Kempner on the evening. Now Alyssa Medrano ready to go. First pitch to her, and she swings and fouls it back behind us. Ball, strike one. This is not preseason for the teams, but it feels like preseason for me. I've done nothing but basketball since Marshall dropped out of the football playoffs. Swing and a miss by Medrano. And she's down 0-2. Here comes the 0-2, swing and a miss. Seventh strikeout on the night for Badeau.
At bat, number 3, Heaven Ferguson.
Two away, and here's Heaven Ferguson. Like I said, her sister is named Star, and she has a younger sister, Paris, who is on the softball team. First pitch high to Heaven. Sounds interesting. High to Heaven. It wasn't that high of a pitch, but it was out of the strike zone. 1-0. Next pitch, swung on and missed, 1-1. So I asked Coach Pledger, do Paris and Heaven have another sibling with a destination name? And she said Star. Well, I guess that's a destination, but I don't think anyone alive today is going to visit a star. Here's the 1-1, a celestial body star. 2-1 after that third pitch. Badeau takes a very short stroll to the back of the circle. Now steps up and brings it. That's high for ball 3. That's her third 3-ball count of this inning. Nods, gets the sign, brings the 3-1. It's high, ball 4, another walk.
Up to bat, number 7, Lauren Hatch.
So that pushes Kristen Williams over to second. Heaven Ferguson knows what that's worth, drawing a walk. And now you got the bat in the hand of maybe the Cougars' best hitter, Lauren Hatch. Opportunity knocking here. Lauren with the walking out of the box as the ball arrives, and it's high for ball 1. And a little look back by Sydney Fela, the catcher, wondering, could that have been in the strike zone? A rhetorical question, of course. Here's the 1-0. That was high for sure. And it's 2-0. Lauren Hatch might get a big old juicy changeup here. Here comes the 2-0. That's downstairs, 3-0. And a throw down to first. Everybody back, not a problem. Kirsten Williams is running from second. Heaven Ferguson is at first. 2 outs and Kempner down 8-0. They need to get something going here. And it's lofted to left field, twisting foul out of play and beyond the reach of Megan Smith. Sammy Sheelander hoping to get a chance to bat next. Rain coming down a little bit harder. Badeau, long look in, brings it. Ground ball into center field for a base hit, but that will not bring home a run. It will load the bases. So Williams stops at third. Heaven Ferguson is at second. That's respecting the arm of Liz Baylor in center field. Lauren Hatch with a base hit, the 4th hit of the game for the Cougars, and now Sammy Sheelander. Could be the moment of truth, and out to the mound goes Coach Micah Kowalski, and she waves all the infielders away and says, this is just me and Nicole Badeau having a heart-to-heart. And now it's going to be a 3-way conversation as they bring catcher Sydney Fela out there. So it's Coach Kowalski, Fela, and Badeau. Now here comes the home plate umpire to break the thing up. And they saw her coming and said, here she comes. And that's the end of the conference. Now it'll be Badeau against Sheelander. Wouldn't it be something if Sammy could cut this 8-0 lead in half with one mighty swing? That would be something. Here's the pitch. And a little half swing back into the backstop. I think she wishes now that she would have held up. And it rolls around in the grass, and they need to get a dry softball, and they get it back out there to Badeau. The Maryland commit has pitched magnificently. She's given up 4 hits, all of them ground ball singles, kind of the seeing eye variety. And Sheelander pops one into the air, foul back behind the backstop, and she's down 0-2. Rubs some dirt on her bare hands. Her strawberry blonde hair waving in the wind. Here's the 0-2. And she's staying alive, right back to the screen. Hope you enjoy spring break. If you're a student, it's basically a 2-week spring break. There will be a lot of baseball and softball coverage on VypeFortBend.com. Here's the 0-2. Sheelander takes high. Good eye. And down there near third base, Coach Pledger is talking to Kirsten Williams, hoping she gets a chance to run. Here's the 1-2. It's high. Good eye by Sammy. Count even, 2-2. Man, this is so much better than about 3.5 weeks ago. Oh, this is great. 2-2, even in the rain with a little bit of a breeze. Here's the 2-2. High in the air. Will it get out of play? Yes, it will. No, it won't. It was a ricochet, or was it? The home plate umpire rules. The ball hit the light, and now the home plate umpire says out. But the infield umpire is going to overrule her and say, I heard it hit the light. He can't really say that it hit the light because he saw it because he was blinded by the light. You see what I did there? Okay. They have made the right call here. It hit the light standard and went back into play. So, it's 2-2. Sammy Sheelander could be a real hero right here. Here it comes. Way high for a ball, and it gets past the catcher, but no run comes home. Fela went and grabbed it. Now Badeau needs a new dry softball. And the runners will be moving with a full count and 2 outs. Sheelander with a gutsy at bat. Takes that big, deep breath, steps in. Badeau ready to bring the 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. In there for a called strike 3. Kempner leaves the bases loaded, and we've played 5 innings, and they trail the Fulshear Chargers by a score of 8-0. We'll be back.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Don't miss all the specials they have at First Tire and Automotive in the month of March. You got to make sure that your car is ready before you hit the road for all those spring break adventures. Take advantage of those specials. Visit the website, FirstTireandAuto.com. You can book an appointment at any of their 4 convenient locations in Fort Bend County. That includes 3 in Sugar Land and 1 in Katy Cinco Ranch. Get $50 off the brake pad replacement, $20 off a Castrol synthetic oil change, or $50 off a new set of 4 tires. By the way, we've got the same pitcher out there for Kempner. That would be Sophie Kutzik, and I would say sun's out, guns out, but the sun is not out. However, she is showing off her arms. She has pulled those sleeves up tight on the shoulder, and it's a good look out there.
Up to bat, number 7.
So here we go. Back to the top of the order for Fulshear, Liz Baylor, the center fielder. Takes a pitch high. Baylor lined out to center field her first time up, hit into a double play, and drove home a run with a sacrifice fly in the fourth. 8-0, Fulshear in command. Kutzik brings it. Another off-speed pitch that's high for ball 2. Reaches down, gets another, I would say handful of dirt, but it's starting to become a handful of mud. The 2-0 is high again, and Baylor takes. And I'll bet that Fulshear will give Liz Baylor, the Mercer University commit, the green light on 3-0, or will they with an 8-run lead? Maybe the unwritten rules say don't swing away. She is taken all the way, and it is ball 4. Leadoff walk for Liz, and now Caitlin Smith. And it looks like Coach Micah Kowalski is going to make a little change here. I wonder if her little lineup sheets are as wet as my scorebook. I'll bet they're not.
11 for 4, 10 for 17.
Okay. So we do have some changes. 11 is Morgan Campbell, and she is batting in place of Caitlin Smith. First pitch takes high, and a throw down on a stolen base attempt. Not close. Liz Baylor steals second. So Fulshear is trying to get to the 10-run advantage. They already lead at 8-0 if they can push across a couple of runs and shut Kempner out in the bottom of the 6th, and they'll be able to go home 1 inning early. That pitch is high to Campbell, ball 2. Morgan Campbell, all the weight on that back leg from the right-handed batter's box. Watches a changeup that misses the inside corner. And Kutzik isn't missing by much. She's just right on the edge of that strike zone. Still massaging that ball, trying to get rid of some moisture, and that pitch is high, and a stolen base attempt down to third, and she is safe. Liz Baylor slides in safe, and it looked like the throw might have gotten her. I'm not saying the call was wrong. It was just pretty close, and a nice throw by Vasquez. Now Coach Aaron Pledger is going to go out and talk to Kutzik. Doesn't look like she wants to make a change. Looks like just getting her to remember a few things. And one of the last of those things was take a deep breath. And she did. And now Coach Pledger is coming to talk to the home plate umpire. In this case, normally I could tell what she's saying, but she's wearing a mask. You know, I actually think there's been a change that I did not notice for Kempner, as Vasquez is at first base now, and they have a new catcher, and that might be Gabby Gonzalez, but I'm not sure. Kutzik still out there pitching. Now it's Cameron Dickey. Fakes a bunt, takes a strike. And in the meantime, Caitlin Smith went on down to second base, so it's not a steal because there was no throw. Baylor still at third. There's a fly ball to center field. Back is Hatch. She makes the catch. Baylor tags from third and scores, standing up. And now moving from second to third and getting there safely is Morgan Campbell. And she is that magic 10th run. Only one out in the inning.
Number 10.
Now we have a substitution as Emma Hageman will bat for Fulshear. Batting for Badeau. First pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. Morgan Campbell, a hugging third. Not literally, poetic license. Hageman digs in, takes a change up high, 2-0. Fulshear has come out here and been very businesslike. Here's the 2-0. Just missed the inside corner, and it's 3-0. Like I said, Fulshear very businesslike, and speaking of businesslike, Office Depot, corner of Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace, has been taking care of business for us, so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every single week. The 3-0 is high, and Hageman draws a walk. Runners at the corners with one out in a 9-0 game.
At bat, number 18.
Now we're going to have another pinch hitter for Fulshear. It'll be Kendall Loggins. Almost Kenny Loggins. So they're still going over their songs and using one of those paint buckets that you put baseballs in as percussion in the Fulshear dugout, but they're laughing so hard they can't be loud enough for you to hear them. I might turn up our crowd mic a little. All right, see what Loggins will do. Kutzik in the danger zone. Digging down deep, pop up on the infield behind first base. Vasquez makes the catch. That's the second out. The runners remain at second and third. Now it's Kendall Lippold, the shortstop. Couple of runners in scoring position. Fulshear really wants that 10th run. One glove on the left hand, no glove on the right. Lippold ready. Takes a strike. And Kutzik smiling. Gets the ball back, takes a deep breath. And ready to bring it. Here it comes. High for a ball, 1-1. Have a feeling Lippold is going to rip at this thing if she gets one she likes. Wind still blowing in from center field. Sophie brings it. That's high for ball 2, 2-1. Campbell at third, Hageman at second. Lippold with the weight on the back foot, and she's hit in the left leg. That loads the bases with 2 outs.
Up to bat, number 2.
Now Megan Smith with, shall we say, ducks on the pond, or maybe horses in the stable, because they are the Chargers after all. Megan kicking the dirt around. Kutzik ready, brings it. Strike on the outside corner. Kutzik gets the sign from her catcher. Brings the 0-1. Smith takes a ball outside. Actually, that's in there for a strike. Late call there, 0-2. She's got to be ripping at anything close. Kutzik steps back up there, taking a big deep breath, visualizing, now bringing it. High for ball 1. Gentle rain still falling. Will be the changeup or her fastball. What is Sophie's choice? Well, it's high for ball 2. Don't want to go to a full count on Megan Smith. That would start the merry-go-round with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Kutzik brings it. That's lofted toward left field, and it is caught! A beautiful running catch by Decker! And that ends the inning. She could not afford to let that ball drop and hope it would be foul. She had to go after it, and she made a beautiful running catch. And so Kempner lives to play at least 2 more innings. And we'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
From the Three Musketeers to the tricycle, you've experienced the power of 3, but never like this. Because now with Xfinity Internet, you can also save on wireless and streaming. Get internet that's packed with power and up to $300 in savings with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, stream your favorites with the Flex 4K box and Peacock Premium, included at no extra cost. It's 3 ways to get more and save more, starting with Xfinity Internet. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement and add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Plus, save hundreds a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 3/31/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Peacock membership required.
That song was big in 2012. It was also big the same summer that Call Me Maybe was big. The reason I remember that is I was doing public address announcing for Sugarland Little League at one of those championship tournaments. And, you know, they had a little... Back then, you had to put all the songs you wanted to hear on a CD. Well, Fulshear has a new pitcher. Caitlin Smith is going to try and finish this thing for the starter. That was Nicole Badeau. She was magnificent. First pitch, and that is down for ball 1. And it's Gabby Gonzalez leading off for Kempner. Right-hander facing a new right-handed pitcher, and that is Rip. Look out over on the Fulshear dugout. That could have taken someone's head off. It didn't quite get inside the dugout, but it almost did. One and one the count on Gabby Gonzalez. Caitlin brings it. And it's a ball, 2-1. So let's see, you got Caitlin Smith, Aaron Smith. There's more than that, though. Next pitch is high for ball, 3-1. Oh, well. There's just a lot of Smiths on the team, okay? All right. Swing and a miss at the 3-1. It would have been ball 4, but Gabby saw something she liked, and she went after it. As George Costanza once said when he was telling someone, falsely of course, that he was an importer. He was an importer-exporter, and he said, we see objects of great value, and we must have them. The 3-2 hit hard, deep into left field, and that is over the head of Megan Smith that rolls to the wall. Gabby Gonzalez at second with a double, the first extra base hit of the night for the Cougar girls. As they try to come back from down 9-0, maybe this will be the start of something big.
Up to bat, number 8, Samantha Decker.
Samantha Decker now stands in. She made a great running catch along the left field line to end the top of the 6th. And the first pitch to her is in there for a strike at the letters. Sam batting barehanded. Looks at a pitch high for a ball. Gabby Gonzalez represents the run that would help Kempner avoid the shutout here, and that's the first step, and then build on that. That's a strike on the inside corner, and Decker looked back at the umpire. Nothing in the rule book that says you can't do that, but just, be careful, Sam. 1-2 the count. Caitlin Smith brings it. Change up, swing and a miss. And down goes Decker. Caitlin really pulled the string on that one. One away.
Number 13, Corey Vasquez.
Corey Vasquez, who started the game playing catcher and has moved to first base. Looks at the first pitch, and it squirts out of the mitt of the catcher, Fela. And Gabby Gonzalez scurries on over to third base. I hope you're not a stat geek, because I'm just, the way my scorebook looks, it might as well be 2-ply, if you know what I mean. The 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner to Vasquez. Corey stands in the back of the right-handed batter's box. And that's a ground ball into left field for a base hit. Gabby Gonzalez comes home. It's a run-scoring single. So Corey Vasquez gets Kempner off the schneid. I've never actually looked up schneid in the dictionary. I might need a Yiddish dictionary. But Kempner cuts it to 9-1. Now it's Erin Castellang. Caitlin Smith brings it. Castellang started to swing, laid off, and it's high for a ball. Vasquez not likely to run with her team trailing 9-1. Swung on and fouled into the night on the right side. 1-1, and another throw of a softball out of the dugout goes over the head of their pitcher. Fulshear's pitcher. Caitlin Smith massaging the ball, grinding it against her hip, now brings the 1-1. Ground ball to shortstop. Lippold up with it, goes to second for one. The throw to first is not in time for the double play, but there are 2 outs. Now it's Kirsten Williams who got to third. Very disappointing 5th inning where Kempner left the bases loaded. Caitlin Smith ready to bring it. And it's a bunt toward the mound. Smith up with it, throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out, and we'll go to the 7th inning. Kempner trailing Fulshear by a score of 9-1. This is VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive has been putting your health and your car safety first for over 20 years. First Tire and Automotive stands for family, integrity, reliability, service, and trust. That's why Fort Bend families know take your vehicle to First Tire and Automotive first and forever. Check out the website for service and savings at firsttireandauto.com. Make your appointment today. With 4 great locations, Eldridge, First Colony, Greatwood, and now in Cinco Ranch, there's one around the corner from you. All 4 stores now open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Make sure your car is ready before you hit the road for those spring break adventures. Take advantage of March specials at First Tire and Auto. Visit the website FirstTireandAuto.com for details. You can book an appointment. They've got 4 great locations. They've got on Eldridge Road in Sugar Land, First Colony, Greatwood, and also Katy Cinco Ranch. Get $50 off a brake pad replacement, $20 off a Castrol synthetic oil change, or if you get 4 new tires, you get $50 off. So go see our good friends at firsttireandauto.com. Well, like I was starting to say earlier, I hope you're not a stat geek because I really don't have great stats on tonight's game. Everything's gotten wet, basically. But I do know that Fulshear has at least 8 hits. Speaking of wet, here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory. That's an 80s hit. Okay. So it is still Sophie Kutzik out there on the mound for Kempner. She took over in relief of Gabby Gonzalez, and Fulshear is going to give some players an opportunity to come off the bench, I think. But Sydney Fela leads things off, and there is a very slow pitch. It looked kind of like a Zach Greinke pitch, and it was high for ball 1. You know, Greinke threw the slowest curveball in the majors last season. I think it was 62 miles an hour. Fela lifts one into right field. Coming on is Castellang, and it falls in front of her. And almost turning the bag too big out there was Fela. She gets back to first. And the leadoff hitter on for Fulshear.
Up to bat, number 6.
Kutzik wants a new dry softball. We got a courtesy runner for Fulshear. And let's see here. I should know who number 5 is. Well, oh yeah, I do know. It's Reina Flores. Reina Flores was one of the best players they had on their basketball team. And I got to see her play and broadcast her team's adventures a couple of times. So Reina Flores running at first base for the catcher Fela, who just got a bloop hit into short right field. And 1-0 is the count on Liz Baylor. That bounces in, and Reina Flores dashes over to second base. Despite the night that is getting ever cooler as we go along, and the rain and the wind, the Fulshear girls have been sticking with their short sleeve jersey tops, and so too have the Kempner girls. But Reina Flores, she's doing what I would do. She's wearing the long sleeve top. There's another high pitch to Baylor. I'm sorry, Baylor's number 7. No, wait a minute. I got a whole bunch of corrections on this thing. Oh boy. Okay, number 6 is Zajac, and she draws a walk. Flores was already at second. Zajac is 6. She walked, and now it's Liz Baylor. Baylor keeps a lot of the weight on the front foot. Very anxious to rip one here. Started to go, but let it go by, and it was a strike on the outside corner. I don't know what you're going to do when you get home, but I've got to dry out all my equipment. Got a game tomorrow. Swung on, and it's to center field. Coming on and catching the sinking liner is Lauren Hatch. 1 out. We still have runners at first and second. And Caitlin Smith stands in. And she's got some kind of red ribbon on her left shoe. First pitch swinging. Pop up behind first base. Catch made by Gabby Gonzalez. 2 away. And here is Cameron Dickey. Steps out of the box and takes a really big practice swing. 9-1, Fulshear on top. We are in the top of the 7th inning. Kutzik brings it. Hard smash on the ground foul near the on-deck circle on the left side. You heard the lady. It's going to be wet. Can we get a ball in? And if we could get some money for it, I would say get a new My Pillow towel. And there's Dickey with a liner to the right field line, and it's caught. And Kempner, after allowing a couple of runners, gets 3 quick outs and will go to the bottom of the 7th. Kempner coming to bat, trailing 9-1 on VypeFortBend.com.
From the Three Musketeers to the tricycle, you've experienced the power of 3, but never like this. Because now with Xfinity Internet, you can also save on wireless and streaming. Get internet that's packed with power and up to $300 in savings with Xfinity Mobile. Plus, stream your favorites with the Flex 4K box and Peacock Premium, included at no extra cost. It's 3 ways to get more and save more, starting with Xfinity Internet. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement and add a free Flex 4K streaming box. Plus, save hundreds a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 3/31/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Peacock membership required.
You are the We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, for helping us take care of business all year long as we bring you Fort Bend County Sports. We're your broadcast home for Fort Bend County Sports. Alyssa Medrano to lead off for Kempner, and she takes the first pitch for a strike. Caitlin Smith still out there pitching, wearing the purple visor for Fulshear, and her second pitch is high to Alyssa. Rain continuing to fall. Even harder. In fact, I'm going to turn up my crowd mic. I don't know if you hear more yelling or more raindrops. Here comes the 1-1. Let up pitch. Swung on way early was Medrano. Join us tomorrow at 5:50 for more Fort Bend County baseball. Grounded foul on the left side, bouncing off the front of the Fulshear dugout. Two baseballs come in at Caitlin Smith. That's a terrifying feeling if they're both thrown accurately. Caitlin practicing the windmill, now drying off the ball on her right pants leg. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, and Alyssa's hanging in there, fouls it back. She will live to swing another pitch. Caitlin Smith ready to go with another one, the 2-2. Just missed the outside corner. That was really close. They're making some noise in the Kempner dugout. Smith communicating with her catcher, now brings the full count pitch, and it's swung on and missed by Medrano, one away.
Next up, number 3, Heaven Ferguson.
Evan Ferguson now. Heaven and Paris are the two girls in the family still at Kempner, and their sister Star graduated in 2019. First pitch is a ball. Second one, swung on and missed. Smith drying off the ball. Pitches high. 2-1. Hope you enjoy your spring break. Stay safe. Have fun. Let people see your smile. Pitch in the dirt makes it 3-1. Kevin Ferguson ready. Swung on and missed. I think that was Caitlin Smith's riser ball. There's a called strike 3, and Kempner is down to its last out.
Number 7, Lauren Hatch.
Now Lauren Hatch. Kempner center fielder near the front of the left-handed batter's box. Ducks as the first pitch comes in high, and the return throw goes behind Caitlin Smith and rolls all the way towards center field. Hatch plays center field for Kempner. Where's number 7? There's a ground ball foul outside of first, and in center field for Fulshear, it's Liz Baylor wearing number 7. Baylor is going to go to Mercer University in Georgia. The 1-1 pitch. Hatch waves and misses, and it's 1-2. Kempner down to its final strike. Caitlin Smith trying to wrap it up. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside, and it's 2-2. Fulshear leading 9-1 and trying to close this thing out. Caitlin brings it. And check swing. No, she went around. Lauren Hatch didn't think she went around, and frankly, I didn't think she did either. And that will do it. Our final score tonight on a drizzly night at Kempner, 9-1. Fulshear gets the victory. They improve to 4-5 overall and 2-1 in District 24 5A play. Don't forget, VypeFortBend.com is your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports. We will have a baseball game tomorrow at 5:50. You'll just have to tune in and figure out who it is. That's my creative way of saying I made a schedule of dozens of games today, and I frankly forgot which game we're doing tomorrow. But we're also going to have a softball game on Friday. Can't remember which one that one is either. So, for the entire VypeFortBend.com team, Roger Smith saying thank you so much for joining us. Our final score, Fulshear 9 and Kempner 1. And we'll be back with you tomorrow at 5:50. Thank you for listening. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Roger, we'll see you.
All right, Mr. Pike. You did a good